You got Serge. What?
Right here by the door.
Drinking water?
Is she not on that bed right there?
Oh, yeah, she's good here.
Hey Mo, were those two meals over on the counter mine? And was it 5 and 5? Okay.
I have to make the potatoes for the other ones.
Can you do me another one? Yeah.
And,
Will you heat up that other one?
and they didn't have any of that flank steak anymore.
No.
So I just got a regular flank steak,
Okay.
like a little piece, to make the fourth meal.
Okay. Got our first block. Quick. Oh, did you get him before me?
I'm getting. I don't know if you got it up top or down low.
I got him.
I got.
I think you got him. Dang, that was quick. Already. Bam. I know nothing about crypto. Hey guys. All right, what do we got going on? Calf exercise. Great question. Good calf exercise. Any exercise for calves is a good exercise. The worst exercise for calves is just not training them. So that was the question. What's a good calf exercise? All of them. Whatever your gym has. And if your gym doesn't have something, was the volume not there?
No, it's not good. That's not that one.
I gotcha. Yeah, so just any exercise for calves. Donkey raises are great if you can find some heavy people and you don't mind looking like you're taking it in the pipe. Too much?
Someone told me that when we did rows earlier.
Yeah, that was like volunteering for auditions.
Craig was in the row.
He would have took care of that. Ready?
Maybe a silly question, but is there such a thing as overtraining?
Huh.
Hell yeah.
You want to answer that?
Yes. Serge. Yes. Is there a thing as overtraining? Yes.
Why did they prefix that as
Get in there. Let
Wouldn't
me
you
know.
technically be overtraining?
nobody says what? Maybe this is a silly question.
If you're
It's the
not
number
eating
one
well?
thing.
Let's say my food is completely trash. Is that not considered overtraining if I'm training extremely hard and
But it's the number one thing. I don't know why you said, is that a silly question? That's the number one thing. And even Mike Mentzer said it. He goes, he doesn't understand why bodybuilders think that that's not an issue. It's the number one thing about you're trying to train enough to where you stimulate the body and then get out. Mike did. Mike says,
Must be true.
well, I understand the point of it. If you're trying to be big and you're trying to get muscular and you're trying to get strong, there has to be a point where your strength is going up, and then that will tell you that you're not overtraining. If you're getting leaner, again, you're not overtraining. If you're continuing to retain the muscle and keep your strength, but it's not a silly question. What I'm throwing off is that you would think that's a silly question when that's the number one thing that people do. You see all these people and they're just blasting the gym. They're just going completely off and they don't even change because, like Serge just said, their diet is so bad. They're thinking that they can live this lifestyle of 4 hours of sleep, train, and they're still going to get the gains out of it.
That's right. One thing AI won't replace is being in shape. At least in real life.
Yeah, that, my friend, is the truth.
AI is not a coach. He just sucks in information from what he sees online.
Yeah, it's great. And if you're afraid of AI, you're fucking a dumbo.
Mm-hmm.
Can't adapt. You gotta adapt.
Oh, Momo, that's-
I think Striker pooped on.
What do we got? Next question.
How's the young Titan?
Becoming a monster in all aspects of life. Let me get this up here too.
Goodbye, Paw Patrol. Hello, Bluey.
Don't know what that is. What's
That's like a parent joke, maybe. I don't know.
Bluey? Don't know
I
Bluey.
have no idea what the fuck it is. Or did they get rid of Paw Patrol because it's a cop dog? Or
Well, I knew they were trying to do that because I know that he had a bike or a lunchbox or something like that with Paw Patrol.
Is
Yeah.
Bluey
It's-
not the newer?
you just didn't like that one, huh?
What is it,
Is it not the newer Blue's Clues?
I have no idea.
Chuck?
I'm about to check right
If it's
now.
a woke thing, then it's definitely
she-
not going to be.
How they spell it?
Bluey. B-L-U-E-Y.
Oh, Time's watching Bluey.
Let's see.
These guys.
Oh yeah, good.
Let me see.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
Is Bluey woke? That is not good.
I don't
If
know.
it is, let me know.
What does PD stand for on your shirts?
Peanut butter.
Pretty boy.
That's right.
Plant based.
What is it?
It's my eyes.
What is it?
It's my eyes.
Was you thought I was blurry?
Yeah.
That's not what it really stands for.
What do we got? Crack-a-lacking, gentlemen. Prima Bowl.
Yeah.
Oh, here, this one's for you, Serge. What do you think Mike Messer had wrong about training?
I like that.
Huh?
Nothing. Everything is subjective to the person.
I disagree. I think what he did wrong was the point of to fatigue was one thing that it was wrong. That's proven with studies, and then also proven with also the ability to not stay injury free. And when you train to fatigue, that's where you're going to run those risks.
What do you mean by that?
Well, it's like one of the biggest things was CrossFit kind of demonstrated the whole concept of going to fatigue and still lifting. And that's where all these incredible injuries. Weightlifting is the most incredible thing for a body, and it's the worst thing for a body. You can absolutely destroy your body with weightlifting incorrectly, squatting incorrectly, deadlifting incorrectly, all those kind of things. So going to a point of fatigue when the body doesn't need it, it just needs to be stimulated, is one thing that he could have toned down and said, yes, if you want to go there, but you don't need that. Disagree?
I think that.
Because you're disagreeing with also the studies of the point.
I also think that like you're gonna fatigue regardless, because training is pushing yourself to a level you haven't really achieved yet. So like in order to progress, you have to train slightly harder, right? Which means you still
You just have to push more weight than before, and your body will automatically push more weight, which will build more muscle.
Is that not fatiguing to push
You don't.
yourself to a heavier weight that I've never touched before?
No, because your body will naturally get stronger.
What if
That's why it always goes to that
Well,
point.
what if you're doing the same weights, what if you're doing the same volume in the gym, but you increase your volume and your calories?
You're getting stronger, but you're not fatiguing.
It's like
You make progress
it's like
without.
when we work out, you know.
I guess what I'm saying is fatigue is like when you get to the point of where you can't get the rep. That's fatigue.
Like failure.
Yeah, failure, fatigue. I don't mind being tired.
Yeah,
I don't mind doing 10 reps on squats and going, whoa, that was a lot. I don't mind that stuff.
Like at least in my powerlifting days.
I'll guarantee you didn't even get close to fatiguing.
Yes and no. I feel like the times that I pushed myself where I couldn't get the rep allowed me to hit heavier weights that later I could control because of me pushing myself. Like, you don't think you did that when you were
I never
younger?
did that
Well,
with
like,
powerlifting.
you never
No,
failed
it was
that?
always numbers. It was always heavy.
He's always on.
It's always heavy, but it's like 2 or 3, and you're still
70%.
yeah 75%, 80.
If he fails the rep at 65%, he fucked up. Big time.
Yeah. So yeah, not until the end, and then your body naturally gets strong. But yes, I understand the point. That the logic is, you go to the point of pushing it so exhausting that your body has to protect itself, and by protecting itself, it means it builds more fibers, more strength, so you can go to this next stage. I understand that, but it's too much to the point where there's a set middle ground. I think if you got pretty form and you get a good amount of reps and you know that a couple more is going to fatigue you or you're going to bail out on, I think you can stop. I think the only reason you go forward is for that small 1% that just mentally it's going to help. That I agree with. But again, then it's the risk of you saying,
Your psycho mode?
yeah.
Hell yeah.
It's like, how much did we see? What's his name? The kid that came here and trained with us for a while. He would do every set to fatigue.
Your boy that doesn't talk to you anymore.
Twitter boy.
Yeah,
But he isn't a perfect example that I loved his mind approach to wanting to go there, but there was absolutely zero moving forward in his career because he would just train every set to fatigue, and then it would be so ugly by the last couple reps that it was like, okay, we're not building quads no more. Now you're just doing lower back.
That's true.
Where I've seen guys like Chris Cormier push it to fatigue, where I was like, okay, I like that because that's a wrestling mentality. Yeah, the form was still pretty. He was still into the exercise. He was still connected, and he didn't do it every single time.
And how many people outside of that 1% can connect to the muscle in general?
To that point of fatigue?
And then add that on top of it. Like, not a lot of people can connect to begin with. Then you take it to near failure, and you still expect somebody to
That's a
connect?
great point.
No way.
Because most people are lifting and they're not even connected.
They're moving.
70% of the people are just in there and they're
They're not even connecting.
connected in the weights.
So
They're
how do
just
you
kind of going
expect
through it.
someone to do that during such an advanced, in a state like that. No way.
Yeah, that's a tough one. But again, I got to be around Mike from the late 80s into the early 90s and see him train. I would have liked to seen I would like to have seen him personally stay healthy and look healthy as he believed in his principles and stuff. I would have liked to have seen that, but that's not everybody. But there's some people that he worked with that are that way. Aaron Baker's freaking amazing.
Then, do you recommend any supplements or vitamins?
Glutamine, ZMA, GABA, melatonin,
Melatonin.
HMB.
Definitely. How much melatonin does it take to get you under my
5,
Five.
5e.
Nice.
I've
I've been doing
It's
one
5 of 5
every-
though.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's it's not just 5. Yeah.
Fucking IV drip
Yeah.
over time.
HMB, zinc, iron,
Fish oils.
yeah, fish oil.
IV oils.
Yeah, there's so many. There's so many. What we'll do is we got to do this week anyways, is write down the supplementation I did this last month. And so when we do that, we'll also incorporate that into a discussion with you guys, letting you guys know why I was doing what I was doing.
What's the most weight you've ever lost during a cut? No, and then how long did that take you?
Probably 65.
Think it was during the lockdown?
I think it was during the lockdown because I got up to about 315, 318 in that range, 318 pounds. And then I sliced down to, it was like 249. It was just broke that 250. So it's, 68 pounds. Oh, let me get this one.
Oh, you're over there too. I forgot.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry.
Get them.
Had to get that one.
Randog Racing.
Thank you. They said 318 will wore it well. Yeah, that's the thing. I think people don't understand. Like, I'm 280 pounds right now. I don't think people comprehend that.
Oh, when doing dumbbell exercise, my left side is weaker than my right side. Any tips to catching up my left side to my right?
Focus only on your left side, in the sense of when you're doing your workouts, make sure that you're focused on the left side relative to your right. Always the weaker side should be your focus side.
You don't mean if you're doing dumbbells, you don't mean only do dumbbells with that.
I don't mean just do it, but I would turn your eyes to that side. I would, if it's pressing, if it's dumbbell curls, if it's anything, I'm taking my eyes to this side. If I'm pressing, I'm looking here, watching this side push through, not caring about this, because this will get it. This right side will get it. It's stronger. But I want to make sure that left side is still focused, pushing, and then I can keep an eye on when it starts to fatigue, because the right side's not going to fatigue. And that's from curls to push downs to side laterals. I don't care what it is. But a visual look at it is for something I would do. Good question, man. You guys are doing it. Mike, when you did, you noticed that your physique was getting better for the best. I don't know what you mean by that. I don't know what he means by, I'll pin this. Here, you take a look at that.
What do we got? Mike, when did you notice that your physique was getting better for the best?
Is it this thing I asked about the cut?
No, this is TikTok.
I don't know what that totally means.
I don't know.
I mean, you're hoping to answer the question. Somebody asked, when did you notice your body getting the better or the best? I don't know.
You hope for the best.
I think you're always trying to get your body better. I mean, that's the ultimate goal, right? I mean, that should be the ultimate goal. It has been for me and the people I work with. And whatever that goal would be, for me, it's always making sure that I can move a large amount of weight, full range of motion, and having the body look the very best it can, and that strength for that point. So, oh, we got one. I'm gonna get him. I'm gonna get him. I'll get him. Thank you, guys. I like that. Sorry, it's kind of fun to block people. Go
Most
along.
common injury in weightlifting is pride.
Tail.
Ooh, wow. What do we got next, Jeffrey?
When I do curls, sometimes I can feel my tendons hurting. Yeah, they're wrong one. I can feel my tendons hurting, but not my biceps. Am I doing something wrong?
Yeah, it sounds like there's something going on. You're getting tendonitis. I don't know what age you're at that you're already feeling this, but yeah, it's probably a nutrition thing. You're not taking the right supplements to help you, making sure that you're continuing to get your connective tissue, your ligaments, your joints healthy as well. That's the only thing I wish you guys would think about is the majority just thinks about getting lean, building muscle, and getting strong, right? That's kind of it. But they don't think about the important stuff is like the bone density and connective. I know that's annoying because those aren't really beneficial in the short run. Those are beneficial in the long run. That sounds like you got some tendon problems. That's going to actually, for most of you, if you don't know, what's going to end your workouts and your career in health and fitness is the joint pain, arthritis, and that kind of stuff.
And then which tendon is it? Is it the bicep tendon that attaches your shoulder, or the one that attaches your elbow?
Get some body work done. Yeah. Let's get a couple more.
Here we go. I like this one. If you're 67 years old and training in a grandmaster's bodybuilding contest and have trouble pulling the bicep back for a double bicep shot, is there ways to modify that? Thanks, Bruce.
Yeah, I keep the elbows forward. I wouldn't try to pull it back so much. I'd do more of a, so from the side, instead of trying to get it back here, I would just keep it up front. And this is always going to look better anyways when you're doing the front double bicep. Just keep it up front if you can. And then make sure that you get some body work when you're getting closer and closer to the show. Get that shoulder opened up. There's some scar tissue. Again, you're 67 years old. There's going to be some scar tissue that you're going to have that battle. So take care of it as best you possibly can, my friend.
You had a video where you said go heavier versus going lighter because you talked about the mileage on it. Taking a little, you missed one part, but yeah.
So I see what you're saying. Let me just clarify. So the person says, I would rather go heavy than light. That is true because I don't believe there is light. What it also means is I would go a moderate range of 3 to 8 compared to the guy that's always going 12 to 15 or 20. Mileage is mileage at the end of the day. Now, mileage with lightweight is spinning your wheels. Now you're just putting mileage on it without any stress to the body, which doesn't enhance the body. So now you're just burning up the ligaments and joints and your cartilage, and you're not going to have any benefit from it. Where if you do less reps with heavier weight, you got a twofold. You're not doing as much mileage, and you're stressing the body to be stronger and retain a healthier joint and ligaments and cartilage. So there's the twofold on that. That's why I would do it. That's why it's that basic saying, what's better for you? 10 pounds 100 times or 100 pounds once. And it is the 100 pounds because the 100 pounds is both going to stress the body, which makes it stronger. And the one rep is less mileage compared to the guy that goes in there and goes, I bounce around, I do everything 30 reps and all this. Let them do that and just smile at them and go, great job, congratulations, and then move on. When that mileage adds up, that's when they're going to come back and go, how are you still doing this? And how are you not in pain? And how is your body being so functionant still? Functionant? I'm combining words here.
Just a basic question. Well, you got something over there.
Will you do an interview with Iris, or have you already done it? I don't even know what he's talking about.
Oh, yeah, we were talking to him for a moment.
Who's that?
The white dude, that's physique, the German kid. Great physique.
Oh, that's his name?
Yeah, I think it's Urs.
Oh, I will. I will definitely do an interview with him. Beautiful body.
I like this question because it doesn't apply to just the specific machine he's talking about. It applies to everything. It's, hey, Mike, when you're using a hammer strength bench machine, there are two grips you can hold the grip. You can hold it vertically in each hand or horizontally. Do you know which muscles are affected differently from this?
Great. When you do that, feel them and find out what works for you and what you're pushing with. And then also understand the change of the elbow position because of the way you're pushing.
Every machine is. The row machine in the gym has got
Yeah,
close,
there's
narrow,
always,
vertical, narrow, wide, angle. You just have to feel it.
because I'll tell you this, how you just asked that, I could answer it in a different way. It's a chest machine, right?
Yeah. Yeah, like
I've seen people do their shoulders on it.
true.
because they're not even they're benching with, they're not, they're like this. They're throwing their shoulders into it. So it doesn't work as simple as just your hand position. It's what you're using. What's with the Bitcoin guy?
Do you want to
Yeah,
get on
chill.
that
Let's-
crypto?
No.
Let's chill.
No more crypto, dog.
Yeah, no more.
No Bitcoin.
No, I do not like ice baths. Not for me. You guys can. Hey, your people are talking over here. El Chapo is coming for you guys.
Uh-oh.
Oh. That's my uncle.
He's going to be gone for a bit. Bye, El Chapo.
Who was your biggest rival as a bodybuilder? In terms of who you saw as your rival?
Me.
Is there anyone you saw that just made you want to fight harder, push more?
Mm-mm.
Like, I want to fucking whoop this guy's standpoint. You just smoked everyone.
There's nobody in powerlifting, bodybuilding, martial arts. There's guys that push me, but
Yeah.
weren't rivals.
Right.
Taking place in competition.
Who's eating the steak and the potatoes? Who's on that building the muscle?
You are.
I got some of these guys, Jeffrey. Go for it.
Full plunges separate the men from the boys.
Then I'm a boy.
No, they fucking don't.
No, they don't. You're getting in cold
Don't,
water.
Dude, you're getting in cold
Relax.
water. You're taking a fucking bubble bath. You're acting like you're a man. It's great. I get it. But it's not the fucking.
That's the
Scientific
dumbest comment.
research.
It's not what's forging you into a man.
What do you mean?
It might be the easiest thing so you can act like a badass.
Easiest.
It's
thing to
easy as
do
it.
is sound like a
I got
man.
into cold water. I'm a savage. Okay, chill.
The research says that it
Yeah, it does.
Pussies, right, Mo?
It does say it's good for you. That's not. We're not saying it's
No,
not.
It's great for you. Ice baths are great.
Doesn't make you a savage though.
I'm getting you one.
And if it sparks you, and you know, it gives you something, like you said in the supplements movie, I take the supplements because it gave me that vision. And if the ice baths are doing that for you, great.
Great.
It's not. Well, it's great.
It's called cold plunge.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm getting one for my.
Yep. Give you a migraine to the cold one.
Like, do you have an aftershave trick to maintain good skin? Or after you shave?
Just lotion.
Just rub the lotion.
Yeah, I normally rub lotion on that.
Why did this guy say?
Oh, that's true.
What is your thoughts on Mike Menser and HIIT training? Those are two different things. Just clear.
What are your thoughts on Mike? Yeah, that's.
I like Mike.
We answered that already.
Like I said, yeah, I got to be around him and train around him
Oh, this
in
is
the
why-
80s and 90s. But HIIT training, no, nothing. I'm not a fan of it.
Oh, shit.
Go.
Dude, this is why you're not badass.
Oh, why?
Not doing it at 5 a.m.
Mm,
And I told them at 5 a.m.
I can hear this dude right here.
Fuck.
He's a carbon copy of 100 people. Oh, I don't want to do it, but I do it because I'm a badass.
Stop teasing.
You got to do things that others won't do. And when you don't want to do it,
Yeah,
you do it.
do it.
Do you got anything else?
Was that a motivational speech?
Did your parents support your bodybuilding career?
100%. 100%. So if you guys don't know, should we talk about Bobo and his new venture?
Oh, God.
Oh no, what's going on?
Not yet.
As a management?
As a management company?
Oh
Yeah. So,
Yeah, that's what I fucking sing.
because he's gonna fall in love with them all. That's my boy.
Yeah, it's gonna take fucking 3 years to get one
Oh,
deal going.
right.
Have some hope, man.
I love him.
I think Bobo would do great.
You want to help him? Why are you nodding off camera? She's nodding off camera.
That's the problem. There's no help for Bobo.
We love the Bobo, his management company. He white gloves everyone.
He didn't give me my film deal.
He still hasn't got you the video.
He didn't get a self tape. He didn't get the film contract. He's slacking.
Hey man.
Maybe it's
You know
not
why?
about you. It's about him and his representation.
He's
How long is the movie in post production for?
he's like the drug dealer that smokes his own drugs.
Gotta make sure you can sell it to them.
He's getting
Oh.
high on his own supply.
Come on, man.
We're sorry, guys. We love our Bobo.
They have no idea what we're
They have no clue whatsoever.
Yeah, what was the topic again?
It's better if they don't know.
Is he in here?
No, he's here.
Oh,
Of course
he is.
he's here.
It's a hard
Cool.
one.
Is it what?
That's a good one. That's research. Oh, there he is.
Boy.
I'm editing all the videos. Dude,
You're not editing nothing, buddy. You're
Look at that profile.
Yeah, I know. Look at that.
That he took in your gym.
Dude,
That's your rat.
Oh, guys, go follow Bobo.
You put a profile?
Yeah, you got a profile shot. Look at that.
He was feeling the jawline in that on that day.
What jawline?
That's a good shot. Look at that.
Look at it, man.
Look,
He
look,
looks hot
he
there.
great in
I
that
tap
photo.
that.
That's his
Where
catfish
is Bobo? I
photo.
don't see him.
There. Oh. Yeah.
Oh, Jesus.
Looks like he's got a headband on. Or is that a hat backwards?
That's his hat backwards.
We should get him in a headband.
Oh yeah.
When is he coming?
Yeah, I see a lot of agreed on Mike Metzger's philosophy. Yeah, Mike had a lot of good things. And remember, he got a lot of it from Arthur Jones. So if you guys really want to study what, again, a lot of us, we're taking stuff that really worked well from Arthur Jones and trying to see if there's any changes that we can make to make it even better. I mean, that's really what it comes down to. But Arthur Jones is the guy you guys should go pay attention to.
The OG.
That's where Mike studied.
Yeah.
All these guys. I know. Look at that.
No,
Titan, you want to go live? Come
Hey,
here.
you want to go on the screen and say hi to everybody?
Come here. Put the head on.
That's Bobo's head.
Here you go.
I don't like this.
Okay.
How long does it take to get approved by the Titan crew? We're usually in there. Getting everybody
Yeah,
in.
you just got to make sure that you get the password down, okay, guys?
Hi.
Yeah. Pass it.
Hi.
You get it.
So hi, everybody.
Hi, everybody.
Can you
Come
show them your t-shirt? Tell them.
Come
Oh, here you go.
Oh, put your knees under.
Hey, what did Daddy buy you the other day? Titan,
Yeah.
did Daddy give you a present the other day? What did he give you? What did Daddy
You
give you?
can find the car.
Oh,
Yeah?
cars.
You got
He gave
cars?
you Cars, yeah.
So here's a little.
Oh, here's a good question.
Go for it.
No one's ever asked this, and it's really important.
Okay. Jeffrey says he's got a question nobody's ever asked me.
Hey, Titan, what kind of fabric do you like best for bodybuilding? Cotton, polyester? The only thing that comes to my mind is like when you're benching or on your machine. There's a lot of shirts that we that get rejected.
I guess I'm a mixed. It's cotton polyester blend.
A little mixy. Boy.
Yeah. I like something that can breathe but still be somewhat heavy, and keep a distance between. Yeah, and also I just want a distance, and that's why you'll never see me in a tank top and stuff. I want a distance between the other people's sweats on the plastic and sticking to my body. I'd rather have something there that kind of keeps a separation. Mm-mm.
Right, your ball. Let me click this one. When do you expect your son to outbench you?
I think he will outbench me by the time he's 14, because I had my big spurt between 14 and 15 and a half. So I think he'll be a good year and a half ahead of me. So I think by 14, he's going to be inclining 400 pounds. And I think by 14, he'll probably be like the same 280 pounds. Unless he hits puberty late, which I would hope. I hope he does. Because I would rather have that foundation work before the body kicks in and gives him that size. I'd really like to get another year under the belt or so. I think that delayed. Mo, were you an early bloom or a late bloom? You were late, Serge, right?
Wait, what? What did I-
You were like junior, right?
Yeah.
You weren't a senior, right? Jeffrey?
I still haven't hit.
You're still waiting to
I'm
hit.
still waiting, dude. Yeah.
What's the,
And I'm
what are
waiting
you
on
guys
my
talking
growth
about?
spurt.
When did you grow? When was that real
Oh,
big
late.
puberty?
Like,
Okay, then I was late too.
yeah, because when I came to the States, I was like,
Well, I don't know if I was late.
5'4". You know, I was already like 16, but I was like only 5'4".
Oh wow,
and
you
I
were.
was really tiny.
Like, you have a
I mean, I
mustache
was
when
so
you're 9.
skinny, and I think what
Yeah.
a lot that had to do with that was the nutrition, because I didn't have food.
You didn't have food over
Yeah.
in Romania.
Mhm.
You grew up on air and water. Yeah, I guess 15 and a half, 16 was when I was getting through it. So maybe that isn't, I don't know. I compare myself to the other football players and stuff. So
Can't wait. I heard you grow taller too.
puberty, man, that's when you get the inches and the everything. What are your all-time favorite bodybuilders? Matt Mendenhall, Lee Haney. Had to remove a couple because I got to meet them. Arnold Schwarzenegger, Robbie Robinson, still these guys.
Coach, is there anything you're doing different for your nutrition over the next 13 weeks?
Yes. Thank you for that question. I am not rushing. So the question is, am I doing anything different? Maybe a better way to answer this is, am I doing anything different for this prep that I have in previous preps? In previous preps, I have kind of gone just back to let me just start the cardio in here. Let me start removing the carbohydrates. I have a short amount of time to get ready for these things. And I just said, no, not going to happen. This time I'm taking my time. I'm taking the full 13 weeks to get ready. And I don't want to be ready weeks early. I want to be ready when it's the most important time at the end of the 13 weeks. So I'm not going to stress. I'm going to keep the carbs in there as long as I can. I'm going to keep the cardio as low as I can, as long as I can. And I'm going to keep the weights and probably, if anything, do double the weights before doing too much of anything else. Let's get a couple more here. That was a great question, though. Thank you. The Wolverine question. Yeah. What do you got there? Is that anything?
When you're at the gym ready to train, you improvise your workout as your body feels, or do you stick to the plan and go for it to accomplish your notebook workout?
At this stage, getting ready, I've got my game plan set, and so I will stay with it. Now, will the reps change or the number, the weight change? Yeah, sometimes you feel like a beast, and sometimes you don't. But you still try to get the numbers that you're set up to get and do the very best you can those days. Like today, we went completely off. We deadlifted, finished deadlifts, ate a meal, got in the car, went and trained a secondary back workout after that. And so awesome, awesome, awesome. Crazy day. And I don't think we stopped doing exercises today. We did 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different exercises, 4 or 5 sets after we did deadlifts for an hour and a half. So if you combine those workouts, it's probably a 3.5 hour workout altogether.
Hey, Mike, 37 years old, 230 pounds, 6 feet tall.
Nice.
Thoughts or recommendations if I do the dry out at least 1 week or maybe 2 weeks and then jump in the tight meal plan?
Okay, so give that again.
So,
He's 37, good age,
230,
230, good weight,
6 feet.
6 feet, good height.
So I'm thinking if he's asking, should he do the dry out for like 1 or 2 weeks and then jump on the tight meal plan? Or what are your thoughts if he does that? He starts
I
with
wouldn't do the dry out. If you're 237, it's some good weight, or 230. I would say just start into the Titan meal plan and let's see where that body goes with the calories you're taking in. And then I would say check in with me in a couple weeks and tell me what happens. Does your body weight go to 235 or did you drop to 225? And then we can calculate your calories at that point if we need to change them. I would rather you keep as much muscle as you can. Then we decide, hey, then we can decide, let's take this and start cutting up and save the dry out for the end of it to make sure we're precise. I think that you're trying to think like maybe this will kickstart the body, which it will do. But 230 doesn't sound too sloppy for 6 foot. And again, here's something for everybody all across the board here. And I like that you guys do this. I like that you guys are kind to others, but you're hard on yourself. And I think that's a very good mindset to have. And I think that's why Serge was saying the stuff he said earlier today, is because he's very hard on himself and he's a little easier with his clients. And is that fair, Serge?
That was great.
Wow. Serge. Oh, okay. Well, so yeah, I think you might be being a little hard on yourself thinking like can kickstart the body. Again, I recommended that's my call for you here. And your name is Muscle Builder 23.
Hell yeah.
Always be hard on yourself, but then be kind to others, right? Mike, will you ever see you work out with Seth? Oh, I love Seth. We haven't been able to train together or anything, but really respect him as a dad and as an influencer. I like Seth. Those guys. Him and his partner over there. Next question, guys. Go for it. I'm okay with it. Ooh, I do. Here's one. Go for it. Here's a
What
good
do you
one.
believe is a good balance of gym, work, and other activities?
I don't think there's a balance.
Yeah,
Um,
right? Because gym's not gonna not happen.
Right. So the question was, what do you find a balance in gym, life, family, so on and so forth? I don't think there is a balance. I think work is work. You're going to have to pay the mortgage. You got to feed the family. That's not going nowhere. The gym doesn't go anywhere because unless you got your health for your entire life, that's not going anywhere. And so the one thing that suffers is going to be, and this is why you try to get as much money as you can together because it's time. The family's going to be the last thing because you got your responsibilities to take care of the other two so you can be useful for everybody. So there's not really an old school balance. Like my parents' balance of family, work, and life. You know, well, I got lucky actually. I don't have an old school family that believed in a balance because there was 10 kids, and so both parents worked and raised 10 kids, and so it was a lot of work, a lot of work, not a lot of too much play. So I think I that was beneficial for me to see. And we were just with a whole bunch of guys and girls, the best in the world. I was just with three Mr. and Mrs. Olympia winners, four. Diana, her, Jay, and him. Five Olympia winners this weekend I was with doing this appearance. And we all agreed that, when it comes to training, we all just love it so much that it's 7 days a week. Or, yeah, we work out every day, if not twice a day. So the balance is in there. Go for it, Jeffrey.
Do you have any advice for rehabbing achy knees?
Yes.
First rep of squats always feel awkward, but it clears up after subsequent reps.
Yeah.
Climbing the stairs sucks.
Warm up. Take your time on warm ups, but don't do warm ups in the sense of just continuously forcing blood into there with light weight. Don't fatigue yourself because you're still going to want to put stress on them to make sure that they're strong as you're building the knees. You don't want them. Here's the one thing I noticed with people with knees and back. They go, hey, they're a little weak, so we're going to go really easy on it and understand you are being crushed when we're on this planet. And so unless you are fighting against that, that is only deteriorating even more so. Okay. So that's common sense. You guys know this. So for knees, I recommend PRP to help you strengthen your knees. I believe in peptides for your cartilage and ligaments, and the amino acids to build the muscles around it. But then just warm up smart. And like you said, move through it slow, warm up until your knees are working with you, then move through the exercise. Great question, though. But don't stop. I know it sucks, but don't stop. You think, Serge, you're harder on yourself than you are with your clients?
Oh, yeah,
I'm sorry, I just wanted to go back to that because they asked something here. And I said, I think you answered the questions earlier because of how you do yourself. And we're always hard on ourselves. And then you'd be the guy that goes, you train 7 days a week and you stay on point where you tell your clients, well, live your life, have fun. You can have some cheat meals, train about 3 to 4 days a week and so on.
I do.
Yeah. I think most of us do that. And then
Their
we're,
lifestyle doesn't revolve around fitness, it revolves around what they do. Like, as our profession being fitness, and obviously we can be in it 24/7. And if someone doesn't see as fitness as like their whole life, then I don't think they commit to being able to put in that much time and everything.
I agree with you. Do you believe fitness is our life?
Just a little bit, you know.
See, somebody said that to me today, and I go, "It's nobody's life. It's you should work out just to be healthy." The woman that's not thinking about competing, that's a secretary at the office, should work out 6 days a week. And that's so. I don't think of it as one of those things. Oh, you're in the health and fitness world. We all are. We're all alive. That might be a little too deep for some of you. Okay, one last question. I got to get going. I got to get these abs and lower back in.
Here. Do you hit the second workout of the day with a different state of mind?
Yeah. Oh, that's great. Oh, that was great. So the
Right.
question is, do I hit the second workout with a different mindset?
Shout outs to the Twitch family.
Dang. Twitch did that again?
Twitch.
Love on that. So my first workout of the day will always be my compound heavy exercise. And only about twice during the week do I hit 2 compounds in a day.
Right now.
Right now. Ooh.
Because during Blitz, we were
Ooh.
fucking raw dogging.
Raw dog in morning and night. So here's what I would say is that the first one is about a savage mentality, and I like training angry for the first one, and lifting this extreme amount of weight in this most annoyingly perfectionate way. And then the second one would be for what you guys love, is more of a pump or a burn or getting that sweat going. And so that's where the mindsets would be different. The first one is about I need to be up here and a little aggressive, controlled aggression. And then the second one can be fun and jokey and just getting the blood flow. Thank you. That was a great question, guys. You Twitch freaks. I love you. Everybody say goodbye to Serge. He's going to be out of here. Well, we get to see him tomorrow again, possibly. Love that. Love that. What video did I
We're going
ask
live
for
on
you
the
to
gym.
do last week?
Yeah, what is it?
What
Alright.
video?
We get so many requests.
Shake this fucking attitude.
That wasn't even attitude. It was
The
on.
way he called me over seemed remind me of the guy at the gym today.
Got that one. What is PB cancel? We're out of here. You got to.
Guys, go over and follow Bobo. He's going to need all of us right now to really in this new venture.